Hey, we're Carly Cosgrove, and we're going to answer some of your questions. Okay, so our band is named Carly Cosgrove because, like, late summer of 2019.
2018.
2018?
Yeah.
Oh my god, late summer of 2018. We were practicing and we did not have a band name yet, and we were like trying to think of one, and nothing was really sticking because, it's gotta feel right. And nothing was really sticking, and I just mentioned later in the practice that I found out that the guy who made like all those Nickelodeon shows, Dan Schneider, is a huge creep. And
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
terrible.
guys, did you know that this guy sucks? And we were all like, whoa, that's awful. And then we were like, but Miranda Cosgrove, so cool. And then we were just like, yo, what if we named our band after like something Nickelodeon related? And we threw out a few things, and we were like, Carly Cosgrove sounds really good. And we liked it.
And from there, the concept was born to, name songs after references to the shows, to make merch that, coyly referenced the shows in a way where it'd be difficult to sue us.
That's very important.
Yeah.
And we just took it and ran with it, and we're gonna keep running with it until hopefully we either make enough money for a good lawyer or get a cease and desist.
My favorite song we've written so far is off our new album. It's called Game Sphere. It's just like some of those interesting songwriting we've done, and we wrote it for a very long time. So seeing that song progress as we wrote it was really cool.
I think it changes, by the day for me. But I'm really proud of Monk. I think that was kind of one of those weird, like, eureka moments that we had when we were, putting it together. And I think it informed a lot of how we thought about the rest of the record. As we were writing more of the record, we kind of looked back to that song as kind of a, an anchor, or not so much a template, but like an anchor to a lot of, where the rest of it was, gonna go.
Yeah, definitely. I would say my favorite song might be the title track, See You in Chemistry, the last song on the album. Because we honestly, when we started writing it, like, the only direction we had was that it had to be an epic closer. And then we just kind of kept writing it, and everything that we came up with sounded good, and we just added all of these parts together, and then it was 8 minutes long, and we were like, yes, all of it. It's great.
My favorite artist right now is actually from Brooklyn. They're called Cowbells. It's a pop synth group. Super cool.
This week I've been listening to a lot of Amy Mann. I have like artists that I really love. You could probably hear it in the music. I really love Manchester Orchestra, Weatherbox, but I've really been drawn to Amy's music as of very late, particularly from the soundtrack work she's done, but also from just the general kind of process she has to songwriting. Similarly, Elliott Smith, Jason Molina, and the like have really been inspiring to me as of late. So that's mostly what I've been listening to.
I've been listening to a lot of the band No Pressure. It's the front person from The Story So Far's like other project, and a lot of The Wonder Years. Just really feeling the Philliness. Probably my girlfriend.
Can I also say my girlfriend?
Like, if I was like, who would I want
You
to have
get
dinner
to have
with the
dinner with your
most?
girlfriend
Yeah,
all the
her.
time.
Yeah, and it never gets old.
If I could have dinner with anyone alive or dead,
If I bring them back alive, do they die again, or do they like stay alive?
That's important.
Both. Together?
Cheese.
Cheese. I mean,
Cheese.
well, that's
Yeah.
I think
Cheese.
that the choice you make says something about your, like, I feel like is bread. I feel like it's like a utilitarian good, whereas cheese I feel like is more of a luxury item. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Bread is
I'm just like both together. Like
bread is pragmatic. Bread as a grain, as a wheat, it's more of like a sustenance. Like you're picking it because like you desire to survive. Whereas cheese, if you're picking cheese, you desire to enjoy your life and thrive.
I can't survive without cheese. So
Cheese is also extremely common too.
I feel like not having cheese is man, but bread is fucking good. Let's be real.
This is how we are. I'm
Did we
so
answer
sorry.
it enough? I don't know. Like, should we keep going?
I would want the cheese.
Yeah.
We should get to the next question. TV.
Also TV.
I'm gonna go with TV. Iced.
Like
What?
coffee?
Iced.
Ooh. Oh, wait.
Does that mean
shower?
Yeah, shower.
Oh my god.
I
I'm
would
doing
choose hot because
doing hot.
I could wait for it to be cold.
You have to drink. Oh,
Ooh.
my guy. Hot. Let's get it.
Yes.
Ooh, loophole.
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Mustard.
Mm.
Well, I like both. Well, oh.
That's
But
the
I thought we
whole
were still on
point.
mustard. I thought we were still on mustard. Oh no.
I feel like I would have to go with salty because if I had to eat sweet for the rest of my life, I
Yeah.
would get upset.
I agree. Salty. Yup.
I have a sweet tooth. I'm gonna go sweet.
Board games.
Board games.
Board games.
Reading.
Writing.
Well, if I write but can't read, then I can only write it once and then never again. You know what I mean? Summer.
Yeah, summer. for
I
sure.
used to be a winter guy, but I'm leaning towards summer right now. Probably
Facts.
because it is winter. If you asked us in the summer, I would definitely say winter.
No.
Yeah, I'm going summer.
I like mornings. I'm an early bird.
I wish I was an early bird.
I also wish I was an early bird because there's something really like the best times to be up are like either like, you know, to watch the sunrise is like a great time to just exist in the world because like it's quiet and not many other people are like up or bothering you and you just like enjoyed the day. But I think it feels fun and it feels like you're making the most out of life when you can stay up all night. Like those mornings where you
It's
get
true.
home at 3 a.m., maybe 4 a.m., and you feel accomplished because you know that you've just spent a good chunk of time that normally you'd be asleep, you know, doing something fun with friends or by yourself. Would you ever stay out until 4 a.m. by yourself?
If I was doing something devious. I don't know. Tea.
Coffee.
Dog.
Cat.
Both, but dog. Honestly.
Ooh.
I think either the 70s or the era we are in right now is the best time for music.
My vote is for, I think the best decade of music is the 60s, but my favorite decade of music is the thousands.
I don't really know when anything came out. Like, if you asked me when the Beatles were active, I would have no idea. I'm gonna say I feel like the 2000s because that's when I was alive listening to music. And
Yeah, we are polar opposites.
so, okay, so I do like all of our social media, everything for Carly. So I think social media is great because I don't necessarily view it as just like a promotional means. I think it's more of like a visual extension of our art. That's how I kind of like to view it. I think it's just like a really good way to show our personalities too. And and let people like get to know us, get to know other people. Obviously like it totally can suck, and I see why a lot of bands don't like it. I think it's a lot of fun if you know how to use it. As far as like personal social media, I see why people have a hard time with it. You know, like you only see the polished image of a person, but like I don't really want to see unpolished images of some people. Like I don't know. Like I want to see like your cool outfit. And I want to see the best you have to offer. I want to see my friends shining on social media. And like I kind of view my social media as like a timeline of my life, and it's just like a really good visual catalog of that. So like that's how I kind of operate it as, and like I think it's really fun to look back at. I don't
So
really.
when I post tweets that are cries for help in my personal, you're like, no.
Well, shit.
Cries for help on social.
You know, you could talk to us instead because we're your best friends.
I understand why it's important.
Yes.
I absolutely understand why it's important. And when you put it as like as an extension, like I think that it is kind of strange how like the personality of a band is kind of important. Like it's you know, art doesn't exist in a vacuum. Like I think it's interesting that, you know, that you made an interesting point to me where it's like you kind of the personality of the band then provides context to, you know, the nature of the art and what the art is about, and you know the general gist of, you know, the person making it. I think like I think that's probably how you get like a lot of kind of more cult of personality style, you know, people in music too. Like I think about like especially when there's like a huge dichotomy. Like I think of Phoebe Bridgers, for example, who makes very sincere and very like, you know, art with a lot of gravity, and then has a very, you know, more or less like comedic Twitter presence. And I think that kind of maybe lends some humanity, but also makes it more relatable, but also says like, hey, like, you know, I'm not like this all the time. Like, I think it's, you know, I think it's probably nice to have just like a kind of a breath of air from, you know, how, you know, one presents himself in the art they make. So I can see that it is valuable for that. However, I do think that like there are certain things about it that like, you know, while it can be an extension of like, you know, the personality of an artist, I do think that like the concept of, you know, advertising yourself or advertising oneself feels a little strange. Makes me feel, you know, a bit ingenuine at times. I definitely think that there is, you know, some weird pressures and weird expectations that come with.
I feel like I have a normal answer and I can't remember it. Oh, the one where they're in detention is funny.
Oh yeah.
I like that one. The Bigfoot one's also really funny.
Yeah, the Bigfoot one is.
And
good.
I love Bigfoot.
I like the 24-hour episode. That one was.
Yeah.
Was
I feel so bad at the end when they don't get it. Like I'm like, oh, it hurts for them.
I love there's a couple. I tend to like the B plots of episodes, like
You like whatever the fuck Spencer's up to.
Yeah. The B plot of episode 2, Spencer joins a band, and it turns out they're using him to practice in their apartment, and because Spencer has a kit, and then like every time Spencer plays the drums, the cymbals just catch on fire.
That's so good.
Something I'm really excited about is definitely with putting out this record, a huge milestone for us. We're playing a release show at First Unitarian Church. It's been a reach venue for us for a long time. We've seen some really cool bands play there, so it's really, really exciting to get to play on that historic stage. So that's huge for me.
I'm really excited to go on tour and to just like play the music for new people, and we haven't played these songs yet. We've been playing like the same 7 ones for way too long, and it'll be nice to like get some new shit out there.
I'm excited to, have, honestly, like, it's weird saying this, but historically speaking, I'm not very good at finishing things. And I think this is one of the first things that, I've gotten to be a part of it and gotten to work on that, I've felt like proud enough to finish. And I've been motivated by, a lot of people around me to complete. And, as somebody who tends to, be more or less a perfectionist and like kind of like want to like go over things over and over and over again, to like have something that's done and to like more or less get a chance to just like, release something and enjoy that it is completed and enjoy that, people get to listen to it and it's not just like, percolating and gestating in my brain or on a computer somewhere forever, is like a really, like that's a really cool thing for me. Like I don't get a lot of opportunities to, to say that I finished something. So
I think we're getting lunch.
yeah, we're getting lunch.
I think we're getting lunch. Lucas, you gotta go record, right? Or mix, or
I gotta do something.
okay.
No, I'm getting lunch with you though.
Yeah, we're getting lunch. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna hang out with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think
on that.
Let me check my calendar actually.
Check. Let's see what he made this calendar himself, but his mom told him he has to be home by a certain time,
Yeah.
so he
Oh,
has
okay.
to see when.
But that's the one he made. That's what he made that.
Right. He made the plan for when his mom told him he has to be home. Thanks for your questions. Our new album, See You in Chemistry, is out now on Wax Bodega Records.